want to convert a public transport route relation from version 1 to version 2. I already downloaded the data here, but if you want to download it yourself, you do File, Download from Overpass API. Here I put route is bus. Then I do build query. I make this a little bit longer, and I only want relations. So this is how to download the data. So I'm going to work on relation number 9. So let's see what's in there. We want to convert it to route public transport version 2, which means that now we will have a relation for each direction of travel. So then we can say from to. Okay. Yeah, so that's a good start. Now we save. Now I'm going to select all the members, and then I'm going to do find inside these members, and I want to have all the bus stops and maybe everything that's tagged as public transport. Inside the selection, that's what this does, or you can do find the selection there. Start. And find, it has to be. So I'm going to select all these members, find. So if I want to have more tags, I'm going to have to do it like this. No, it's not happy with that. It has to be one. The word or. Start. So now that this worked, I'm going to open the relation again. And what you see is that all the stops are selected. I'm going to remove them. I still have them here. They're selected in the editor. And I'm going to put them here in front. Now, since it's version 2, all the roles are assigned automatically. Okay. I could sort these, but at the moment that's not crucial. Now that I have this with all the stops in front, I can save again, and I can make a copy. In the copy, I'm going to invert the from and the to. This also means that the name changes, of course. Okay, so this one I'm going to simply save it. Now we still have quite a few roundabouts that are not split yet. So we're going to select all the members once more. And then inside the selection, we're going to search for selected roundabout. So inside the selection, but now I have these roundabouts as well. So that's not exactly what I wanted. So select members, find. This is what I wanted. So I wanted selected roundabout, type way closed, start search. So now I don't have this one, but I do have a closed one. Okay, I'm going to remove these from these relations. So I take them out and I'm going to add them to the to-do list. Now I'm going to zoom into the first one. Now I created a search function here on the toolbar. Say that you also want to do that. We had some interesting searches here. If you want to add one of those to the toolbar, you do add toolbar button, start search, and a new one appears. I did this before. This is so now I'm looking in view for everything, all the ways that are junction roundabout, but also nodes that are children of junction roundabout and that have more than 2 ways as a parent. So if I do start search, I find this node and the roundabout itself. Now I'm going to download more data. There is no bus route here, so I can split P. Okay. So now I have 2 ways here. This roundabout is smaller than this, so I can select the roundabout. I can do Control Alt and change this a bit, move them, move it over there. Oops, that's not what I want. I want this virtual node. And normally I would also split that way, but that is going to take too long. Add a node there. We usually use X from extrusion to add nodes. Then I can simply add them by double clicking. These are highway crossing. Okay. Good. So then I'm going over to the next one. I use this search again. Here are all the arriving ways have. Oh, I forgot something on the previous one. I can zoom back to the previous zoom. With view. Zoom to previous. And again, view. Zoom to previous. I can use 8 as well. There, I'm back here. I select the roundabout and I do O again as well. I already moved all the nodes anyway by making it smaller. Since I'm moving all the, well, I can do all that in one go. Then there is less history for those nodes. So I zoom back to this one. I select the nodes where the ways are arriving. I download more data. And then I split and I press O. And the nodes get redistributed. I'm going to move a little bit as well here. There. If I move those nodes, I have to download that data too. Yeah, that's okay. We're crossing. Okay. So I don't know if I moved more this roundabout. Yeah, that's good. I want to have a look at the map paint styles because I only want the map paint styles for. Don't know why all these are switched on, but I prefer to only see public transport routes. Then I know that there are some bus lines on these ways. Okay, so I mark it as done, and I move to the next one. I put this one in the view. I use my search function to find those nodes, download more data. All bus routes on these ways, so that's okay. So I split it here. I like to have another node there, one there. Maybe another one here, and there too, and there too. Okay, so now if I select the ways and then press O, move it over a bit, move X, double click there, select. Okay, so good. So I'm moving to the next one. You have to make sure not to have this one in view, otherwise it's going to get selected and then splitting it or distributing the nodes is not going to work very well. I'm going to add a node there, a node there, a node there. I'm splitting that way, so I can just as well add some nodes. And I'm moving them anyway, so all of them get new positions. Don't like how this, oh, this is probably going to, so I don't like this. So I'm going to unglue it from there and add it there. I also don't like this, so I'm going to split that way. If it's done that way on one of those arriving ways, it's probably the same on the others. Maybe here too, not there, okay. Okay, so now I search for the nodes where the ways are arriving. I download more data. I split the roundabout way. And there is something else I don't like here. So I'm going to add this one with N over there, and then also split that way. Okay. I don't see a way coming from there. That's strange. That's odd. No, it's not mapped. Okay. That's odd. Okay, so I put this one in view. I select all the ways. I press O. The nodes get redistributed. Yeah. Okay, so this one is less important, but still, I'm going to split it anyway. Okay, so we're done there. Mark. O. Download. P. Okay. O. Okay. Mark. What's that? Okay. So I select those nodes. I download more data. P. And in this case, of course, I don't press O. So I'll leave it there. On this one, I'm not going to press O either, but I can move that node a little bit better. This one too. Okay, I select P. Okay, download more data. No other bus lines are passing here. Let's see what it does if I do that. This should really be separate ways there. Maybe I'll simply do that too. Combine it again. So add a node there, split it. One way, yes. Apply, do not apply. Make this longer. Split it there. Use on this one, use on that one. And search again, but now I also have these nodes here. Okay. Since I already downloaded more data, I get those nodes as well. Okay, so now it's possible to now I'm going to leave it at that, I think. Okay, this one I will give away. Okay. Yeah, so map it really well. To map it really well, we should do this kind of thing on all of those. That's going to take too long. I'm trying to demonstrate how to retag the relation. Okay, so again, download data, split it, redistribute the nodes. If I don't download the data before splitting the nodes, then it's not going to be quite correct, because then this node that was not involved in the split is going to move. Okay, there we go. We're done. So now we split all the roundabouts, which is going to give a nicer overview of how the routes are. This one can go. So I'm going to go back to one of my routes. Now we have all these stops here. So we start from Avignon Poste. There is La Poste. We jump over there. So this is our first way, and this is our first stop. When I go to Avignon in a few weeks, I'm going to go to this stop, to this station, and then the central station. And I'm going to map all those as separate nodes, but at the moment it's going to have to remain like this. If I select all of the ways, I can see where the route is starting. So I guess this one is also part of it, yeah. So I'm going to convert this. Garrotier is not part of it. This one is. But this one I can, and that one I can remove them. And then put this one instead. Ressource. So this one goes there, and this one is not needed, so I can use this button to remove it from the relation. Then where comes after resource, and then this one and that one won't be needed in this relation. What I could also do is first select all these. Is this the end? Hierbij barrière. Go on. Hibiscus. This one stays. So now I'm selecting all the stops for the opposite direction that I'm not going to be needing in this route relation. For the other direction is going to be easier than this. So okay, so all these are selected here now, and I can easily remove them with this button. So now they're all out. That's good. I think we were already at Hibiscus. Hibiscus. Frère Lumière. Lambert. 5. 6. So in the public transport assistant plugin is helping you by adding numbers here. So after Palais de Justice, we get Maison de Retraite. Le Puy. Galaxy. Colchester. Pompier. L'arme fourchue. Oh, where are you? No, I lost my way there. So it's Arachi. Girostan. Barbus. Moulin Neuf. Frère Lumière, that's good. Urbain 5. Cassin. Monet. Hibiscus. Lycée Hercher. Les Ormeaux. Les Barrettes. Clos de Marière. Canonnet. France. Paul Puot. Canvert. Donc j'espère que ceci sera possible dans le plugin aussi, qu'on pourra ajouter ça, parce que ceci prend assez de temps. Robin. Mais ce serait facile si le chemin est déjà défini. Mais là, on a assez de travail aussi. Donc pour l'itinéraire. Oh, I switched over to French, I'm sorry. So, Collège Anne Frank. That's it. So somehow, apparently, I missed. Here is Gare de Marière. So that comes first, and then there's De Frère. Where is that? Comes right after Colchester. Okay, so move that one down a bit. Okay, so the stops should be in the correct order now. If I go here to Vignola Post, I take my first way. I move it to the top, and then I move to where, yeah, that's where it comes back. What is odd here is that the colors are not on the route. Normally it should be drawn in purple. So it comes right back. How far do we get? Here. So starting from here, this whole part is not part of this part of the route. So now I make it order the members again. And these ways. Now it's drawing them in purple again. Oops. So these ways are not part of the route, so I take them out. These don't have to be there twice. That's already in, that's already in, but these shouldn't be. So they can go, and then I reorder the route. And little by little, we go further along. No, that's not right. So here I need to download more data. And so it's that way. This one is not in the routes. I order again and I get further. Again, I probably need to download more data here. This way is not in the route. So this and this and this has to go. This one needs to be split. This part can be in the route. Okay, here also this one can be in the route. So I'm going to order again now. Okay. Sort it once more. And again, this can go. What's happening here? Probably need to download to have this complete roundabout here. I'm going to select all the ways so I can see what's going on here. Something odd. So this way, that way, that way, that way, and that way, they don't belong in this route. I'm going to select everything once again. Yeah, so that's already looking more like it. Going to go here and reorder the route. Here I need to pass by this stop. So this way is not part of the relation. We are coming from that side. Then we go here. Yeah. Then we move up again. Yeah. So this one goes. Yeah. So this one is not there. This one goes up. Okay. Save this. This and this is not in there yet. Then comes that one, that's okay. And then we use that one once again. So sometimes ways can appear twice in one route relation. It also happens, but less often with stops that appear more than once. So from here I can order the route again. Okay, so now we go further again. Save this. This and this is not in the route relation. This we order again, it doesn't work yet. So this one, not in a route relation either. This one is, yeah. we have here? Maybe I simply need to reorder it. But then we arrive here, so this is not part of the road relation. It's already in, but this and this shouldn't be. So I take it out, I order it again. They can go. Sort. That didn't work. Where are we here? Oops. Okay, so here the same problem. This one needs to go, this one needs to go. So those go out. I sort it. So what I'm doing here is to remove those connections where it would travel back. Actually, this one, that's not supposed to be in there. So they go, and this needs to be in there. But here there's also more data needed. Okay. Sort the ways. Doesn't work. Also need this one. Yeah. Yeah, what I'm doing here is rather myopic. If you want always rather far zoomed in, you can always go out and check, but after a while you get the experience of knowing when it's probably okay. Also, in the end, I'm going to run validation on it, and some extra tests are going to happen. So it should be all right. This one I need. This, and this we don't need, so we take it out. Sort. This needs to go because I need to split it. I'm going to add it here. That's okay. Now, and this part, I'm going to add it there. Sort doesn't work. Here we do need this part. Where does it go then? Is this the terminus? Yeah, it looks like it. So apparently we go back on this roundabout. And then reuse this way once more. We need to take it out. Save, split. Add it here. And then add only that part there. Okay. So is this the last one? Moriere should be the last one. And it's Gare de Moriere. Yeah, so I think it's okay then. This, I'm going to remove it, save it, and then add a stop position there. Public transport stop position, shift enter, bus yes, full enter, and then split that way there. And then I'm going to add this way here, and all the rest I'm going to take it out. If I look back, then we see that everything is continuous now. The stops are in the right order, so that's good. What I'm going to do now here is to select all these stops. Maybe not that one. And then there's one in the middle somewhere. There. Okay, I'm selecting all these stops. This is Avignon Poste to Morière, but now in the other direction. 9 Morière Avignon Poste. I want to have all these stops and I want to delete them from this route relation. Okay, so we save. This GC LO doesn't seem to have a counterpart on the other side of the street. No idea how this is served here. That needs to be investigated on site. I'm simply going to move it to the front. Gare de Morière. It's this one. So now we have to order them, all of them again. No idea if this bus is going to do this extra loop in this direction too. That needs to be checked out locally. That is something you cannot determine if you have a public transport version 1 route, so it's information we simply don't have. Saint-André. Leon Bloom. Rubin. This is R2, that is Paul Puyo, doesn't have a counterpart for this direction. Yeah, I should be adding map notes for these cases. But where is it? Is it here? Is it there? It's not really possible to add it. So I hope we find a way to automate this kind of job. But probably what we need to do is work on the ways first then. Because if you know the sequence of the ways, and I think it's easier to automate um, the reordering of the stops. But in this case, I think it makes more sense to first put the stops in the correct order. This Pompier also doesn't seem to have a stop in this direction. Probably that's a truck. Let's see where it would be. Sometimes they're quite recognizable, these stops. But no, I don't see it. So Cartier is probably part of it too. And then Avignon La Poste. Les Ormeaux comes right after the Barrette. And this. Okay, so Cartier, La Poste, and what's this one? Oh yeah, that's the other direction that can go to. Okay, so now we go to the start. This I'm not happy with, but at the moment I can't do much about it. This we don't need it. So now if we order the ways, we should get started. Don't need that one. Order them again. Part of the reason for doing all this is to get a feel for what else can be automated and how to go about it. This can go. Go to those can go to okay. So this is apparently in the okay. So this needs to go, and then we can order, and we still don't get what we want. Somehow it finds a connection there. So we take that out, and then we move on. Okay. Go. This is not in this relation, this neither. So all that can go, but this still needs to be added. Order them. So here, if you select too many, it's not a problem. You take them out. What the public transport plugin or the route relation editor also needs to do when you order the ways, it would be nice if it were able to not go against the flow of traffic. Because at the moment it's doing that, and it should be quite obvious that if it arrives here, it shouldn't go against the one way. If it arrives here, it shouldn't go against the flow of this roundabout traffic. So the algorithm could be made a bit smarter there. So this and this we don't want, and this one we want to add it. This we have. That one we have. It's this one that's missing. So that we cut it out. With 3 we can zoom into these ways. Okay, so all that can go too. And I think we actually arrived, yeah. So all this also can go. Now we're going to try sending it to the server, but we do cancel. And then we're going to have a look here at the validation results. And what I'm interested in here is where it passes a one-way road against the flow. So I can do fix and I go there right away. I take these out and I add this side of the roundabout to the relation. And then I go on to the next one. Fix. This one can go. This one needs to go in. Oops. So that one. We're here. And then that's that one. Okay, so that one also needs to go, and it needs to be split there. So this is where the public transport assistant also helps a lot to find problems like these. You can easily delete that and then add the proper way around the roundabout here. So I come from here, yeah. So obviously I have to go around the roundabout in that say. Last one. Okay. So now if I try to send it to the server, we should have less. The first or last way that needs to be split, that needs to be done when the station is drawn correctly. So we can continue with the upload. 9 Avignon Post. Morière. Okay, go down from current layers. Upload changes. And that's it.